Hello, thank you for joining me today. Today I'd like to have a look at chronic pain. So a counselling conversation around some coping strategies and how chronic pain is defined. The definition of pain that becomes chronic is when it lasts more than 3 to 6 months, and that internal sense of this pain is continuing past where you thought it would stop. It's not just the pain itself, but it's the physical and the emotional toll that your whole body deal with when you have chronic pain running in the background. An exhausting experience with a continual onslaught from your body on your body and the impact on your mental health. So your immune system will be weakened because of the chronic pain running in the background and the impact that that has on other things in your system. Everything has to work harder. Your eating patterns, your sleeping patterns, your exercise, even if you're able to exercise at all take the impact of chronic pain. And so your self-care has to go on anyway. But when you know that there's a flare-up or when you're facing a long period of chronic pain to deal with, your self-care has to be king. So have a look at the routine that you can increase and do more of around a flare-up, or if it's a prolonged period. Anxiety, the rethinking of your life, the unknown, your expectations have changed. All of those things have an impact on how your mind deals with them. Depression, is this ever going to end? How am I going to deal with my life if this is how it's going to be? What if it doesn't end? 10 million people in the UK have chronic pain. 15% of those have migraines, arthritis, fibromyalgia, an injury, a life-changing injury, or an injury that's going to take a long period of time to recover from. All of those things come under this umbrella of chronic pain. Chronic pain, unfortunately, in a longer term, requires some work and some support on a new mindset. What I did versus what I can do. So I used to run, now I can walk around the block. So it's concentrating on, I walk around the block, that's amazing, it's so good for me, rather than it doesn't come up to scratch to what I did before. And especially if this is a long-term chronic health problem that's not going to change, that mindset makes all the difference between living your life wishing it were in the past and embracing the present, and then moving it forward. That's how the Paralympics come around for some people, because they have had to have a life-changing mindset change to match what's going on physically if they've had an injury, for example. So music, comedy, films, chatting, having a good cry, whatever it is that helps you look at your mindset, or when you are having a flare-up that you need to do in order to be able to move it forward, or that you can do to support yourself at that time. So whatever the distraction is, because that's what comedy, music, all of those things are, they're distractions from thinking pain, and the impact. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, all of those things. And repeat the distraction. Put your distraction on repeat when you need it to be there for you. And that's how that works. So food, drink, look at your medication, look at some meditation, look at your self-care routine. Have a look at your knowledge. Would it be helpful to know some actual scientific, medical supportive facts around how this particular chronic pain works, where it comes from? What are the things that could help it? Guessing at it might not be helpful for some ailments, so have a look at that. Relaxation techniques can be so helpful. They seem very, light-hearted and on the surface, but actually the impact is huge. Yoga Nidra, absolutely brilliant. I've recently discovered it online myself. So good for recognising where in your body you hold your stress through your pain, what your body needs some support with. Are there small gentle exercises you can do, and your breathing techniques, all in one package. Absolutely brilliant. Might not be for you, might be. All of these things are things to widen your horizons of support. Think out of the box and work with everything with an open mind to see if it helps. Talk to your doctor if you think it might be detrimental. Don't just throw yourself in there. Look after yourself with this and be engaged with your decisions. Talking about it, offloading. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I can't see any way out of this. All of those things, by talking, bring it down and give you the chance for a different view around the same subject. It's difficult to accept if it's going to be long term. Accept doesn't mean like, and we've talked about that before, but it does mean it's not going to change. It's not going away. I have no choice over this. So how do I get my head around that? Where are my emotions around that? Talking through this can help improve your picture, because it can help look at the small details that perhaps you don't see because the pain is completely covering it and blinding you from a new mindset and a new vision. Giving yourself time. Takes time for that transition into the acceptance and to things being different than they used to be. And it also takes resilience, which is what works away with your chronic pain. It takes some resilience day after day to be fighting the battle of the pain. And so therefore, look at all of the things around you that you can do to help support yourself through this difficult time, or to shift things into the new place that you're going to be in because of the chronic pain staying around. Not an expert, as always, just somebody who's offering things in a hope that something in amongst that might be helpful. Thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, leave some comments of things that if you have chronic pain that you've tried that's really helpful for you. It might be helpful for other people and we might not have even thought about it. So please do that. That would be really good for others. Thanks very much. You take care. Bye-bye.